Hello children, how are you all? Welcome to EVS class. So today we are going to deal with lesson number 3. Various types of animals. So what is the topic? Various types of animals. Okay children, let us move on. So in this lesson, let us see actually what is various types of animals. What is various children? Yes, different types of animals, many animals, different types of animals. Okay, so we are going to discuss about different kinds of animals. So many kinds of animals live around us. Do you agree, children? Yes. So many kinds of animals live around us. Some live in forest and others live in some other places. Okay, and around our houses also we can see different animals. Some animals live with us also, isn't it children? So all animals are alike, or all animals are alike? Come on, tell me. Yes, they are not same, they are different. So many kinds of animals we can see around our home also children, and also wherever you go you can find different kinds of animals. So mainly some lives in forest and some lives with us. So all these kinds of animals we have studied in your previous classes like class 1 and class 2. We have studied about wild animals. We have studied about domestic animals. Isn't it children? Are you recalling? Yeah, we have studied different kinds of animals. Now let us see here. Some animals are bigger than us. Yes, children? Yes, some animals are bigger than us and some other are smaller. So some are big and some are small. So many differences are seen in the structure of their eyes. So have you seen the difference between many animals? Have you seen the difference in eyes? Yes, eyes will be different for different animals. Have you observed children? Yes, ears, nose, tails, legs, etc. So there will be different children. So deer's eyes and dog's eyes are same. They look alike? No. Or rat? No. If you see this elephant, their eyes are same? No. Now, can you see the difference between ears of elephants and dogs? Are they same? No. So here many differences are seen in the structure of their eyes, ears, nose, tails, etc. So we can describe the animals based on the structure of their organs. So we can describe different, how we are identifying? Based on their structure of different organs. So different organs are in different structure. By this we can identify which animal it is. Isn't it children? Now for example, if you see, can you see, for which animal can you see this trunk? For which animal can you see the trunk? Yes, for elephants. Can you see for giraffe? No. So it is different. So by seeing the organs, the structure of the organs, we can immediately identify the animal. So based on these organs only, easily we can identify the animals. For example, how can you differentiate an elephant from other animals? How can you identify children? Basic thing? Yes, first thing you will observe the trunk. Isn't it children? And it is a big animal. It is grey in color. Its ears are big. They have tusk. Yes. They have a pillar-like legs. All these are the differences of uh, elephant when compared to the other animals. So what is its speciality children? It is a very big animal and also it has a long trunk. So all these are specialities of this elephant. Yes. Now if you see ears, so describe each part. Describe each part. See here, if you see elephant, yes, can you see the trunk here? Can you see the tusk? And pillar-like legs, and very important, these big ears. So all this we can see, these are the specialities of our elephant. So by this we can describe the elephant. So is it different from dog, lion, tiger, cat? Yes, lot of differences are there. By seeing these external organs, easily we can identify which animal it is. Isn't it, children? Will you agree with this? Yes. So by seeing the structure itself, we can identify the animal. Now, here 3.1, who has got my ears? So here just they described about ears. See, the ears are kept to different animals. Let us see. Let us identify. We can identify the animals by looking at the parts of their body. Yes. Is it true? Yes. By the parts of its body, easily we can identify the animal. Now observe the picture carefully. So, aren't the animals in the above picture funny? Yes, they're funny, no? Yes, see this dog? Is it funny? Yes, see this rat? That is mouse? Yes, it is also funny. The animals have exchanged their ears. So they have exchanged their ears with other animals in the picture. So look carefully and identify the ears of the virginal animal. Now here in the next page they have given one table. We have to identify and we have to see. See children, first let us come from elephant. See this elephant children. So whose ears it is sharing? Yes, it is sharing mouse. The ears of mouse are shared by this elephant. Now, if you see this giraffe, so it is sharing whose ears, children? Yes, elephants. Now, if you see this dog, so whose ears it is sharing? This dog? Yes, rabbit. So it is sharing the ears of rabbit. Now see this rabbit. Whose ears it is sharing? See this rabbit. Whose ears it is sharing? Yes, giraffe. It is the ears of giraffe. Now see this mouse. Whose ears it is sharing? It is sharing dog. Yes. Now see this buffalo. Whose ears it is sharing? Deer. Yes, it is sharing deer's ears. Now see this deer. Whose ears it is sharing? Yes, buffalo. Buffalo's ears it is sharing. Yes, have you matched the ears, children? Yes. Have you identified? Yes, because these elephants have a large or big ears. Okay. Now let us see. Watch this video carefully, children. So animals without external ears. Can you see the snake? Do they have ears? Ears are not there. It is internally present. See the ears of frog. It is internally present. The tortoise. So have you seen the video, children? So here in this video, you have to see carefully about the animals without ears. So external means outside it won't be present, but they'll be having small holes and inside they'll be having some holes and they can hear. Okay. So animals without external ears. So whatever the video you have watched, that is nothing but, so here you can see the external ears. Isn't it, children? Outside you can see the ears. But now whatever the animals you have seen, they are not having ears externally, but they are having small holes. Now see here, animals with external ears. So ears of some animals can be seen, visible. So visible means we can see with our eyes. Okay, but ears of some animals cannot be seen. So now only you have watched one video. Yes? Have you seen external ears? Or the ears are visible? No, we can't see the ears. So here you have to observe in this picture carefully. So which animals can, the ears can be seen and for which animals we can't see the ears. So now let us discuss, children. So do all animals have ears? Yes, children, all animals have ears, but for few animals they have external ears. External means we can see, and for few animals we cannot see. So they are invisible. We cannot see the ears. They are small holes inside the body, inside their body. Okay, children. Now see here, what is this deer? Deer is having external ears, right? Yes. Now can you see external ear for this frog? No. For fish? No. For hen? No. Crow? No. But here tiger? Yes. Can you see the external ears? Yes. Now here for this sparrow, can you see? No. Here for buffalo? Yes. Now for here snake, can you see external ears? No. Lizard? No. But here for pig, can you see external ears? Yes, we can see. Now for this duck, no external ears. Now can you see external ears here for giraffe? Yes. For elephant? Yes. For cat? Yes. So did you understand the concept, children? So here two kinds of animals are there. One is the animals with external ears and the animals without external ears like fish, frog, snake, sparrow, duck, lizard, crow, hen. Okay, children? Now, did you understand this concept? Here, so here you have to learn that animals are divided into two types. Animals with external ears, animals without external ears. Okay? Now see here, some more pictures are there which you can identify and separate. So here you identify two birds, children, which don't have ears, external ears. Yes, can you see this ostrich? Yes. Now here pelican, can you see? Yes. So here, do they have external ears? No, that is covered by feathers. But here, can you see these animals are having external ears? Yes, children. Good. Now, let us see here one more topic, that is about separation of ears can be seen and ears cannot be seen. So difference between ears can be seen animals and ears cannot be seen. Let us see. Now elephants, we can see the ears. So this category, what animals are there here? Elephant. So hair is present on the skin? Yes. Now fox. So fox ears we can see. So pig you can see. And also in mouse, in cat, in buffalo, in camel, and cow you will see the external ears. And whatever the external eared animals you have seen, they are having hair on the skin. Have you identified, children? Yes, they will be having hair on the skin. So elephant has the hair on the skin. Fox, pig, mouse, cat, buffalo, camel, cow. All these have hair on the skin. So those who have ears, where we can see the ears, so they are having hair on the skin. So this difference have you observed here? Yes. Now see here, ears cannot be seen. So without external ears. See here, sparrow, pigeon, frog, crow, peacock, duck, hen, lizard. So they don't have external ears. They don't have external ears. The ears cannot be seen. Now they has feathers on the skin. So see these feathers. Sparrow have the feathers. Pigeon also have feathers. Crow also have feathers. Peacock, duck, hen. All these have feathers on the skin. So here can you see the feathers, children? For this ears can be seen? No, they have hair on the skin. But here they have feathers on the skin. Now for some animals they have scales. For example, if you see snake, snake has a scales. Fish also have some scales. Okay, children? So by this, let us see the next topic. Yes. So here are few animals where we cannot see the external ears. So you know very well that ears help us to hear. So ears help us to hear. So birds' ears are not visible externally. So they are, we cannot see externally, but a bird has tiny holes on the both sides of its head. So they have tiny holes on both sides of its head. So generally the holes are covered with feathers. They are covered with feathers. They help the birds in hearing. So birds also can hear, but they don't have external ears, but they have small holes. Yes, children, did you understand this point? Yes, they have small holes which are covered by feathers. If you look carefully, so you will see tiny holes on the lizard's head. So if can you can see on the walls, children. If you see the lizards carefully, you observe, you can find a tiny hole. Yes, near the head of the lizard, so that they also can hear. So these are its ears. Now a crocodile also has ears. A crocodile also has ears but cannot be seen externally. We cannot see them easily. So snake's skin recognizes sounds through vibrations. So how the snakes will recognize the sounds, children? This is very important. So they are not having ears. How they can identify? Yes, they can recognize the sounds through vibrations because they will be scrolling on the, yes, on the earth. So what happens? Any vibrations are coming on the earth, they will be captured. That is, they recognizes the sounds through the vibration. This is a specialty of snakes. Okay, children? So now here one more topic is there, that is whose skin is this? We will discuss it tomorrow. But now let us see the previous topics once again. Let us check. So ears can be seen, ears cannot be seen. So all these animals we have seen, our children. Yes. Now once again let us recall these topics. That is what you have learned today, children. So today we have learned there are two different types of animals. That is, yes, the animals with external ears and the animals without external ears. So all this we have discussed today. So here, whose skin is this? We will discuss in the next topic. But once again we will see here. So we have learned different types of animals and different kinds of ears. Those are having different kinds of ears. So we can recognize animals by looking at their ears. So now only we have seen, by seeing their ears, we can easily identify which animal it is. Similarly, We can also recognize animals by their skin. Yes, by their skin. So observe the pictures, children, here. Observe the pictures here. Yes. See here. Match the animals shown here with the pictures of their skin. Now see here. But first picture let us see. So can you match this? What kind of animal is this? See the patterns here? Yes, it is a deer. Very good. Now see this one. See the stripes here. See the skin color. See the pattern of the skin. Now tell me which kind of animal is this? What animal is this? Yes, it is a squirrel. Now see here. Which animal is this? Yes, it is a tiger. Now see this. Which animal is this? See the dots there? Yellow color background and black dots. Yes, it is cheetah. It is cheetah. Now see here. Black stripes on the white body. Yes, what is this? See this? Zebra. It is a zebra. So now tell me, by seeing the skin color and also patterns, we can easily identify the animals. So skin protects all the organs of the body. You know this, children, right? Now you can see your skin. Skin is protecting all organs of our body. We can recognize animals by the color and pattern of hair present on the skin. Okay. So have you ever seen animals without hair on their skin? No. See, now only we have discussed, no? Some animals are having hairs on the body and some are having feathers. Now only we have differentiated. Yes, children? Did you remember? Yes. So some animals, they'll be having hair on the body and some animals are having feathers on their body. And we have also seen some animals have scales. For example, if you see fish and also if you see snake. So some kind of pattern is there, that is scales which protects their body. Okay, children? Now, imagine how animals would look if they do not have any hair or on their skin. So if they are not having any hair on the skin, see how they'll look, children? Yeah, in this way. So what are the uses of this hair? So now only we have discussed, no, children, what are the uses of this hair? So generally it protects its body, it protects the skin from heat and also from over cool. Okay. This skin hair will be protected. They will protect the skin. Okay, children. So next topic we will discuss tomorrow. Go through the textbook, read the textbook, underline the hard words. So today whatever we have learned, again you have to read the textbook, children. Then only you can understand. Next topic we will see tomorrow. Thank you, children. Take care.